Good day, everyone. So, our topic for today is all about truth tables. By the way, I'm Sir Joseph Reyes. So, ang i-discuss ko is paano ba gawin ang truth tables using the given propositions or number of propositions. Okay, example. Let P and Q be propositions. Construct the truth table for the compound proposition PQ or P that is P implies Q conjuncts Q implies P. That's how we read this given, let's say, equation. First thing to do, you need to determine how many letters do we have here. Without repetition, we have P and Q only. So therefore, using the formula 2 raised to n, wherein this is equal now to 2 raised to 2, and the answer is 4. Therefore, you should have a 4 values or truth values. So we have 2 true and 2 false in the table, or 4 rows in the table. So note there are 2 propositions P and Q involved in the compound propositions. Thus, the truth table will contain 4 rows. So the first 2 columns are here. So we have P, true, true, false, false, Q, true, false, true, false. Then, using the truth table for the definition of the conditional statement, P implies Q and Q implies P, we add 2 more columns to indicate the truth values of P implies Q and Q implies P. Remember that before you solve the given equation that was presented a while ago, you need to solve muna yung mga nakaparenthesis. At yung dalawang nakaparenthesis kanina ay ito. We have P implies Q and Q implies P. So, ano ba ang rule kanina sa P implies Q or dun sa tinatawag nating conditional statement? Sa conditional statement, ang rule natin kanina ay TF plus F equals F. Ibig sabihin, kahit true ang iyong hypothesis at false ang iyong conclusion, magiging false pa rin ang answer mo pagdating sa conditional. In short, lahat magiging true na basta parehong true, parehong false, or true ang kanyang conclusion. So, for this P implies Q, so these are our answer. As you can see, we have dalawang true, so true, dalawang false, so true, false, true, but still true, and TF equals F. For Q implies P, so this will be baliktad ang pagkuha. We will start with the Q. So, true, true, so that is true. FT, that is still true. TF, that is false. And FF, that is true. Let's see. Correct. So, we have false here. Bakit false? Kasi ang ating conclusion, nauna ang Q at ang conclusion ay false. But here, P implies Q. Ang nauna natin, ang hypothesis natin ay true at false ang ating conclusion. That's why our answer is false. So, we're done with the first part. On the second part, we will now answer our truth value for P implies Q conjuncts Q implies P, which is a conjunction involving P implies Q and Q implies P as disjuncts. So, ito yung kanina. So, ito yung answer natin kanina. And then the other one. So, what do you think now is the answer for P and Q? So, hindi na natin pakikialaman ito. Yung mga parentheses na ang ating pakialaman, which is this one, and the other one is this. So, for conjunction, ang parehong true lamang ang true and the rest is false. Again, for conjunction, our rule is true plus true is true. Or T plus T is T. And the rest is false. Yun ang rule natin kanina. So ngayon, we have both true here, so therefore true. May isang F, so this is false. May isang F, this is false. And this is both true, so true. So this is our complete truth tables given at truth values for the P and Q at using the rule in the conditional operators and conjunction. To understand it better, let's have another example. Consider the compound proposition. So this is a compound proposition. These are too many. As you can see, we have P implies QR, conjuncts Q implies R, implies, what's this? Quantity P disjuncts Q implies R. So, ang pinaka last operation natin dito na gagawin ay ito, between the two square brackets. Okay, so ito muna sasagutin natin, ang open and close parenthesis ng first is square brackets at ang kanyang conjunction, at ang open parenthesis ng another square brackets at ang kanyang condition sa R. First, let's count the letters. So we have 3 letters as I see without repetition. We have P, Q, and R. So obviously our given truth values are 8 or 8 rows. That's using the 2 raised to n. There are 3 primitive propositions involved, and so the truth table for the compound proposition has 8 rows. So this is, we first consider the truth table pertaining to P implies R, conjuncts Q implies R. The hypothesis of the conditional are the following. So we have PQR, and this is our truth table, or truth values. For the P implies R, again it's conditional, so TF is F. So for PR true, pareho. TF false, TT true, TF false again, FT true, FF true, FT true, and FF true. For the Q implies R, so maunang Q, again, TF equals F, and the rest is true. So we have true, true, we have true, true F, false, FT, we have true, again, false, false, true, 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 we have true, true, false, 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 true, true, and false, false, true. And we can now answer the last one, which is the conjuncts of the 2 parentheses, this one. So wala na tayong medyo pakialam dito. So we have conjunction. So conjunction, only both true are true. So this one are both true. So true, false, false, both true, true. This is alternate, so it's false. True, 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 false, false. And then parehong true, true. And last is both T. So T ang ating answer. The next bracket, square brackets, is P disjuncts Q implies R. For this one, this is our answer. So we have this one. Okay, again, we will use the same 3 propositions, and that's 8 rows. For P implies R, that is conditional. By the way, this is our answer a while ago. And then, for the PVQ, or P disjuncts Q, mean to say, pag disjunction, only false, both false are false, and the rest are true. So, this is double T, so T, double T, T ang answer. TF, still may true siya, so it's true. TF, still true. FT, true. FT, true. But these 2 are both false, so these are false. So we answered PVQ. Implies R. What is PVQ implies R? So we, again, pag conditional, ang TF lamang ang false. So mauuna tayo sa PV since ang una siya, at ititignan natin siya sa R. So we have T, and then T, so that's true. T, F, so obviously that's F. F ang answer natin. T, T, so we have T, T, F, F ang answer. T, T, there's a T, T, F, F, T, F, T, what do you call this? The conclusion is true, though the hypothesis is false, but still it's true. And FF is true. Again, pag conditional, ang magiging false lamang ay ang may T plus F equals F. The rest are true. And last thing to do, our last, I think last solution for this is yung conditional ng 2 square brackets kanina. So ito yung na-answer natin. So this will be at the square bracket. Let's name this as S na lang para hindi na mahaba. So what are we going to compare is our answer here and our answers here. Titignan natin, ang mauna ito, i-compare natin siya or implies here. So again, pag conditional, pag TF, yun lang false. So this one is TT, so therefore the answer is T. This is FF, so the answer is T. T, so we have T. FF, that's T. Double T, so T. FF, that's T. Another double T. And double T. Okay. So, as you can see, lahat sila ay true. Ang tawag ngayon dyan ay tautology. So, let's now talk about tautology and contradiction. What is tautology? A proposition that is always true is called a tautology. We denote tautologies by T. And then, what's contradiction? A contradiction is all the propositions are false. We denote tautologies by this contradiction by null or yung 0/null. So example, let P and Q be proposition using truth table. Show the following below. P disjuncts T is a tautology. P conjuncts null is a contradiction. P implies the quantity of P disjuncts Q is a tautology. And what's this? Quantity of P conjuncts the negation of Q conjuncts the quantity of P conjuncts Q is a contradiction. So we will prove kung totoo ba, tautology ba siya, contradiction ba siya, tautology or contradiction by doing this example number 1. So let's do number 1. Letter A, I mean P disjuncts T is a tautology. So solution, note that T is always true, diba? So hence is a disjunction P VT or P disjunct T, there is at least one true disjuncts, therefore P VT is a tautology. Since regardless of the truth values of P, P VT is true. Let's see. So we have here example. So P TF, T is TT. So ginawa na lang natin silang 2 instead of 4. So this is just a example lang naman. So P VT or P disjunct T. Ano ba ang rule natin? Sa disjunction, only both false are false. Since may isang, kahit anong gawin natin, lahat ng nasa tautology ay true. So, wala tayong makukuha na kahit isang false equals false. So, lahat ay true. That's why our answers here are true. Therefore, it's a tautology. For number 2, or letter B, P conjuncts null is a contradiction. So, solution, since null is always false, and as we all know, pag sinabing disjuncts, conjuncts, ang rule natin, pag parehong true, yun lang true, the rest are false. Meron sa null, lahat ng kanyang elements ay false. So therefore, wala tayong makukuha parehong true, kahit anong gawin natin. So since ito, halimbawa, TF, F pa rin, FF, F pa rin, kasi sa conjunction, ang true lamang ay ang pareho ay ang tawag dito sa conjunction ang true lamang ay ang parehong true. Yan. But the rest are false. So next, let's have the letter C. P implies the quantity of PV Q or P disjuncts Q is a tautology. Let's see. As this one is that we have 2 letters, so we have P and Q without repetitions. This is our table with the rows. P disjuncts Q, ang rule natin dito, false plus false equals false, and the rest are true. So, this one, false, 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 and the rest are true. Kasi meron silang isang true. Now, for the implies, P implies, ibig sabihin, ang P, i-compare natin dito sa nakuha natin, that's P implies PVQ. Ang rule natin kapag implication is, ang TF ang nag-iisang F. T plus F ang nag-iisang false. And the rest are true. Basta ang conclusion niya ay false at ang hypothesis niya ay true, yun lang ang false. And the rest are true. So let's see. True, true. So true yan. True, true, true pa rin. FT, still the conclusion is true. So it's true. FF, since pareho, that's true. So therefore, this one is a tautology since pare-pareho silang true. Okay. Last. Regardless of the truth values of P and Q, P implies PVQ is always true, so it is a tautology. Last example, we have this one. Quantity of P conjuncts the negation of Q, conjuncts the quantity of P conjuncts Q is a contradiction. So, ibig sabihin ng contradiction, ipuprove natin na lahat yon ay false. So, let's see. So, as you can see, we have this one. We have two letters, PQ. So, we have only 4 rows using 2 raised to n. The negation of Q is, that's one, this will become false, this will become true. This true becomes false, and false becomes true. And P conjuncts negation of Q. Pag sabing conjuncts, only true is true. Tama? So, we have TF, so false. Double T, so it's true. FF is false, and FT is false. So, we only have one true. For the P disjuncts Q, okay, a next parenthesis. So, we're done with the first parenthesis, so we answer the next. Pag nag-a-answer ka, gumagawa ka ng truth table, lagi mong tatandaan yung mga parenthesis mo rin gagawin mo. Or yung mga square brackets. So, P conjuncts Q. Yan. So, we have P and Q, that's conjuncts. So, we have parehong true. Again, sa conjunction, only both true are true. And yung iba na may false ay false na. That's why false yung tatlo dito. And last is conjunction. So we will compare this and this one using conjunction. Again, conjunction is true plus true equals true, and the rest are false. So hindi na pwede maging true yung mga yon. So this one, FT, so false yan, TF, false, and lalo na itong dalawa. So false, false. In short, this is a contradiction because all our answers are false. So that is null. So we know that P conjuncts negation of Q, conjuncts the quantity of P, conjuncts Q is false for any combination of truth values of P and Q. Therefore, the quantity of P conjuncts negation of Q, conjuncts the quantity of P conjuncts Q is a contradiction. And that's the end of the discussion. Thank you very much.